Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 6-point game. Now here's Williams. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Fox. The Thunder pull it in.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
Pass to Caruso. And that comes off the assist by SGA. Caruso's got 5. Here's Wembanyama. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Champagnie. Still scoreless.
We all know Dort is one of the outstanding defenders in the game, and boy, how about that contest? He is a difference maker on that end.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
1:21 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Williams. And the slam by Williams.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Holmgren the screen. Back to Williams. Beyond the arc. Vassell grabs the board. Spurs trail by 8. Castle with it. Still without a basket. Here's Champagnie. He gets it in there.
And how about the vision from Castle, spotting that opening and making the pass on time.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Williams a screen. The open shot by SGA. Again, the Thunder score.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. It's the Thunder. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Spurs trail by 10. Pass to Champagnie. Launches a 3. That falls. High speed that time from Harper. Champagnie's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Spurs. And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league. When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Back to Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Woo-hoo! That's the athleticism we talked about with Jalen Williams. This guy can get off his feet in a hurry. Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Drops in the tray. SGA's got the lead up to 12 now for Oklahoma City. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Back to you guys.
Yep, a wonderful organization. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. San Antonio with the rebound.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Holmgren outside. Pass to Dort. Holmgren the screen. Lock at 6. Drains it from beyond the arc. Holmgren's got 9. Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way. And this is how menacing Harper can be on the attack. Sometimes he gives the D no choice but to foul. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely. And great with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award. The Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by SGA.
The Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, so dangerous in pick and roll. He's going to keep you off balance because he can score it or facilitate. This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
The Thunder leading by 14. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Dort misses. Spurs trail by 16. And the dunk by Barnes.
That's just the giant wingspan, the 40-inch max vertical, all in play for Barnes that time.
Chalk up 2 there.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
To the inside. Here's Wallace. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Wallace misses.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Second team foul.
Spurs trail by 14. Pass to Wembanyama. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And here's Harper from the arc. Drains the three-pointer. Harper's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Wiggins outside. Another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Harper. And, Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Here's Kessel. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, Castle showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
The Spurs shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Down low. And stolen by Vassell. Now Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. No good on the triple. Spurs trail by 10. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. NBA officials talking about having a feel for the game and them drawing a line between playing aggressive and playing rough. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, Kev, this is so fascinating to me because we've seen a reversion back to a little bit more of a physical game. But without some definitive guidelines, it makes the officials' job harder.
Harper's shot's good.
Not an area you want to allow Harper to get to. He may be a rookie, but he can finish like a seasoned veteran.
And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Pass to Wembanyama. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Smart play there. I don't think we give Wemby's IQ for the game enough love, but he was a pro in France at a young age, and that obviously gave him a lot of experience.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
And the dunk by SGA.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
For San Antonio, they have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Here's Harper driving inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harper's got 8.
So good at reading the floor off the bounce and getting into the teeth of the defense.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Thanks. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of a slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot. Kevin, back to you.
The sky's the limit for him. Okay, thank you, Allie. They set the pick. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Wallace. And stolen by Wembanyama. Easy work down low for Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. At one point, they led by 16. Holmgren, right side. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Holmgren.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
And he sinks the second.
In his 1 year of college, Dylan Harper did a little bit of everything at a high level. It'll be interesting to see how that success translates to the NBA.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. The Thunder leading by 5. They set the pick. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by Fox. SGA with the bucket.
The burst of speed from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Put it on the deck, get to the cup.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Back to SGA. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Wembanyama outside. Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
Boy, he's been lights out. You want to talk about an efficient offensive game. Wow.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Thunder lead by 5. And we'll be back with you.
46.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. And Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys?
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Great effort on the glass by the big fella. Nice work.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Right at the rim. No problem there for Shai.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Boy, Fox is so quick off the floor.
Oklahoma City leading by 6. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by Fox. There's a screen. On the wing. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. And it's SGA in the corner. Another miss by SGA. Fox goes in. Pass to Vassell. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Wembanyama on the attack.
Some defenders aren't sure what to do when Wembanyama comes down the lane.
Free throw good, Wembanyama. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
At the top of the key, Williams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I mean, Jalen Williams is a guy who a lot of people are excited about. He has the talent to be a multi-time All-Star and perhaps an even higher ceiling than that.
And both free throws good for Williams. Spurs trail by 6. And here is Fox. Wembanyama. Now, here's Fox. Oh, the fierce finish with a double clutch.
Nice work inside from the smaller Fox. So cunning and crafty around the rim.
Here goes Gilgeous-Alexander. And he makes that one count.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Wembanyama. And that one is good.
And how about the young fella, Wembanyama, with a big-time bucket.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. SGA puts it right back up and in.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
Here's Champagnie. Oh, Wembanyama. Too easy.
How about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
Hustles for the rebound and guides it back in.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Toward outside. 6 on the shot clock. Williams fires. He's off from 3.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Not loose. And taken away by Wallace. Now Holmgren. Williams outside. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Fox. Williams with the rebound. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Becerra.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
That one goes. Count it.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
SGA. Williams outside. They set the pick. The three goes down. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony,